Yeah, so we're going to look at factors affecting demand. Factors affecting demand. What are the kind of things that will make you to demand for more things? And what are the kind of things that will make you to demand for less? What are the factors that affect the quantity of a good that you can demand at a particular point? Number one is price. You know that if the price of goods is very high, will you demand more? You will demand less. Number two is price of other commodities. If you find out that similar commodities, like, do you know you have Ovaltine, you have Milo, you have Bonvita, isn't it? You find out that Milo, they are selling Milo 1,000 naira, and it's Milo that you want to buy initially. But you now find out that other similar commodities to Milo, like Ovaltine and Bonvita, are being sold for 100 naira. Which one will you buy? You go and buy them. So the demand of Milo will do what? Reduce immediately. Whereas the price of the other commodities will do what? I mean, their demand will do what? Increase, because you want to go and buy them. Number three, income of consumer. Income of consumer. If before you were eating masa and small suya, when you were still selling in Gwagwalada market, and all of a sudden you got job in NNPC, will you still be eating masa and small suya? Will you still be eating masa and small suya? Huh? You will start eating better food, isn't it? You might start patronizing Mr. Biggs and all those big places, isn't it? So what happens? The demand for masa and suya does what? Whereas the demand for season 7 food does what? Increases. So your income determines what you buy. Change in the taste of consumer. Change in the what? Taste of consumer. If before you were okay, you understand, in wearing fairly used products, if you were okay with fairly used products, all of a sudden you find out that your friends, when they wear quality things, you like it. What's going to happen to your buying of fairly used products? The demand for it will do what? Decrease. Find a better taste, isn't it? The demand for things that are more newer will do what? Increase, because now you buy new things. Population. Anywhere you go and there are plenty people, demand for things there, is it high or low? High. That's why Nigeria has more markets than most West African countries. Do you know why? Because the population of Nigeria is bigger than most of them. We're almost 200 million, I hope you know. So you see that people want to come to Nigeria and do business. All those big companies, they want to come to Nigeria because there will be demand for their what? Goods. There will be demand for their what? Goods. Period of festival. Ram. Which time does Ram go for Ram? Which time do you see people buying? Idia Kabir, isn't it? Idia Kabir, Idia Malud. You find out that in those times, plenty people want to use what? Ram. So the demand for Ram will do what? It will increase. Expectation of change in price. Expectation of change in price. Expectation of what? Change in price. You find out that whenever you hear that the price of petrol is going to increase next week, what will you do? You rush and go and be buying. So that means that the demand for petroleum will do what? The demand for petrol products will do what? It will increase because you're expecting change in price. Taxation. If government decides to start taxing every leather shoe imported from Italy very high, will people be buying it? Once the tax is high, the price of that commodity will increase. So it will make people not want to buy it. Change in fashion. There's this trending trouser that ladies wear now. The one that after getting here, it now tightens up and gets to the belly. You know that trouser? What do they call it? What do they call it? Okay. So that is fashion. You understand? People like to buy more of what is fashionable. People like to buy more of what what is fashionable. Anything that is fashionable, you see most ladies, they want to wear it because that's what people are wearing. They will tell their mom, they will tell their dad, this is what I want to wear now, this is what is in vogue. So you see that the demand for fashionable commodities will do what? It's always high, it's always high. Then weather and climate. Raincoat, will it be demanded more in the south or in the north?
South.
In the south, isn't it? Because of the what? Weather. There is always rain there. Government policy. If government says that everybody should go to farming, you know, that's what the current government is preaching now, that people should go more to farming. You see that the prices, the demand for tractor, hoes, and things you use in farming will do what? It will increase. Advertisement, very important. Anything that is advertised, people want to do what? People want to buy, so the demand is high. And that's why most companies, they do advert, they run adverts on telly, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes. So that's where we'll stop for today. Make sure you